Hello, I'm Rodney, and I'm going to show you all about VmailBLAZE in this video. So the first thing you want to do is to sign in on VmailBLAZE.com. Okay, I've logged into a test account, and I'm going to show you what this is all about. So let's start over here. You're going to see the inbox. The inbox represents incoming messages that you might have, both audio and or video. And when you want to view them, if you were to hit the view, it would be visible over here on the side. So if it's a video that someone sent you, it would play here. If it was an audio, it would still play here. Sent section would list any videos that or messages that you have sent or replied to. So when someone sends you a message, you can reply to them if they provided their email. If you want to bookmark some videos, some messages that you've received, you can do so. Library, there are some samples in here, so you can actually come in here and create messages. So for example, I can click on where it says create new recording. I can decide whether I want to record an audio or a video message. If I choose video, then I would click to start recording. I would have to allow permission for my browser to use it. So remember that in the first time you use this. In my case, I've already allowed that. And when you start recording, if you're recording video, it will not show you your video. That's an HTML5 issue. It's a safeguard. It's a precaution. But you can review it before you send it. So I suggest people record a few seconds, test to see if you're okay where you're positioned in the camera, and then record your message. So let's just hit start recording. And you can choose a video recording or a screen recording. Now I focused on video recording. You can record a screen. So if you want to record a screenshot, you're demonstrating something, you can do that. There is no audio with this feature. It's something that we will be adding later. So click on video recording. Allow access to your microphone and camera. You would have to click allow. Now I'm recording, and you can see that the countdown clock is there. The max duration is 7 minutes. You can change this if you prefer. Minimum 1 minute up to 7 minutes maximum. So now we hit the stop button right here. Now I'm recording, and you can see that. Let me stop that, and you'll see I'm using a green screen behind me, so that's why you see that. So if you're happy with the positioning, you can save that. So if I save that, it's uploading to the server, and now it's in my library file. Now it's not there yet. I need to refresh because it takes a few seconds for it to render. Let me go to my library, and there it is there. And so if I view this, it will appear over here. So I click view, and now you'll see it over there. If I hit play, now I'm recording. The message will play, and then of course I can stop that. The inbox, it functions as any email program. So it had, your inbox of incoming messages, and then sent box. You can delete them right here. You can download any messages. So if someone sends you a video, someone sends you an audio, you can actually download it. Okay, so keep that in mind. Over here at the top, your name is going to be listed there. This is where you configure things. You want to go right to the Settings tab. So when you click on the Settings tab, in the Account Settings, we're on Site Settings, so in the Account Settings, this is where you can add your picture if you prefer, so that it's visible up here in the corner. You can also change your email address. And you can specify here whether you want to receive an email when you receive a new recorded message. Obviously you do. So when someone sends you a message, then if this is ticked, checkmark, then our system will notify you. If you want to attach a copy of the recorded message to the email, then you would click this. And so then that video or audio gets attached to the message and sent right to you. And you can be notified if you reply. So email me when I send a recording message. So if you reply to a message, then you will also get notification of that. Let's go to the Site Settings tab. This is where you set things up. You have two types of widgets, okay? They're called widgets. One is called the inline widget. and the other one is called the dialog widget. So what's the difference? An inline widget is gets positioned on the web page itself. So if you scroll, you will see it. If you scroll away from it, it's gone. That's an inline widget. The dialog widget is like the one over here on the side. You see that? That is a dialog widget. So when I scroll, it's still visible. Okay. So you decide which type of widget you want to create. Then click on Add Widget. When you click Add Widget, now you're going to give it a name, and I'm just going to call this one Test A. Okay. Want a display name? Again, I'm just going to call it Test A. Now you decide if you want the inline, which is default, or you want a dialog. I like the dialog. I'm going to create the dialog. I'm going to add widget. Once this is done, now you're going to see over here underneath the dialog section is Test A, which is the one I just created. So as long as this one is highlighted, then any changes I make over here will be reflected in this widget. So the button text by default says send recording. You notice that over here. Well, you can change that. I'm going to say send me a message. And it's positioned by default to be middle right over here. Maybe you want to do middle left. So you do that. Button color, this one is black. Let me just change that. Let me just do like this. Okay. And then I'm going to save the button settings. Now it's changed. It's brought it over here on the left. It is red. And the text says send me a message. If you want, you can actually change it. You want to put it in the bottom left, perhaps. So now you see it's down here on the bottom. If you prefer, you can put it on the bottom right, save the settings, and then it's down here, send me a message. I like it here, middle left. There have been some psychological studies done on where people look and where their eyes gravitate to the most, and believe it or not, it's on the left of the screen and towards the upper portion of the screen. So I like the left side. The widget settings, again, the name, welcome message. We would love to hear from you. Please record a message. We would love to hear from you. Please record your message. This is visible when someone clicks on the widget. Here it is. We would love to hear from you. Please record your message. Okay. If you change that, we would love to hear from you. Let's just take that out of there and let's save the widget. And now let's click on the widget and you're going to see we would love to hear from you. You can make the name and the email required fields. So right now, if someone were to click on this and they were to start a recording, then they would not have to put in their email and their name. However, if you make these fields required and then you save the widget, then when they record, they would have to put in their name and email before it would send. Widget customization. This is the thank you message. Again, I'm just going to call this widget A. The thank you message. Thank you for your message. That's all. Thank you for your message. You can put anything in here, so once they send the message, they'll see this. Thank you for your message. I will reply as soon as possible. Max recording duration. You can set this from 1 minute to 7 minutes. So depending on the purpose of the widget on your website, you can decide how long you want them to have to record your message or their message to you. The font type, you can leave it as default. You can leave this as default. The widget icon, in this case, it's a microphone. So you can actually change those if you want. If you can scroll through here, or if you know the code, you could type it in here. So we give you all types of little icons right here for the widget for you to choose from, and it just gets displayed here. I've got by default it's a microphone, and you can just save that. Once this is all saved, you notice that the widget is no longer over here, it's over here. That's because it's reverted back to the default. You want to make sure you're on the right widget here, because you can create as many widgets as you want. You're not limited to one. So if you run multiple websites, you can create multiple widgets. They will all come to you. All messages will come to you in your inbox. But you might want to, for example, under the test A widget, you might want to add a different message here than you would from any other widget. So keep that in mind. They will all still come to your inbox. You are the account holder, so no matter where you put each widget, they will all come to your inbox. Just remember that. So once you've selected the right widget, you want to scroll down to the bottom, and here's the code. So you want to copy this code, and you want to add this code to the website that you want to add the widget to. It's that simple. So you have to have HTML access to be able to add this code and then save it, upload it to your website. If you are a Talking vCard customer, which is another service that we provide, and you want to add your widget to your Talking vCard, then you would need to provide this code to us, and we would then add that to your Talking vCard. That's how you create the widget for your website. So thank you for watching.